Here's our favourite Switch 2 accessories that you need.
Yes, maybe you got a Switch 2 for Christmas, maybe you bought it for yourself, maybe you're buying one in January, or you've had one for ages and you've got no accessories yet. This is the list of the must-have Switch 2 accessories for 2025, the end of. We've got 9 or 10, there's some surprises in there for you. And let's kick off straight away with the number one must-have accessory. That's, of course, a MicroSD Express card.
Yeah, because that's the only one that actually works with it, that will let you run games from it. If you buy a normal micro SD card, the non-express variants, that's only going to house your pictures, your videos, and that's basically it. So you need the micro SD card Express, and it kind of needs to be soon because of the impending doom of the price increases.
Yeah, we're likely to see huge price spikes in flash storage coming, so get it soon. There's a few manufacturers that do this. We'll link to some good ones below. But even the Nintendo branded one is actually quite a reasonable price, so I wouldn't even be shied away from that. But there's a few, isn't there? Samsung and the likes make them. Yep,
they do as well, and SanDisk as well too. But generally, the Nintendo branded ones have actually been the cheapest ones compared to what else there is on the market.
Yeah,
so
for me, I bought the Nintendo one at launch and it was the cheapest one at the time. I think it still is, which is kind of crazy. But beyond something boring like storage, I want to talk about the camera as number 2 on this list. And now you've got two choices here. You've got the Nintendo kind of camera, Switch 2 camera for game chat and stuff. But you could spice up your life and roll the dice with the Hori Piranha plant.
Yeah. Now, I genuinely really like this. So, yes, the quality is worse. So, it's not as good as a camera as the official Nintendo one. However, it is cheaper. So quite considerably cheaper. And it's got one trick up its sleeve, which is it can actually come out of the dockable base and be used directly in handheld mode, which the Nintendo camera cannot be. So if you're someone that plays handheld mode a lot and you're not playing docked, but you equally still want to be using the camera, well, then the Hori Piranha plant lets you do that.
I think what's not considered with that as well is that handheld and TV are like the two extremes of the Switch 2, but there's also a mode in the middle where actually the Piranha plant makes a lot of sense as well, and that's if you're playing tabletop mode. Same thing.
Absolutely.
It's hard to argue against it. It's definitely got that trick up its sleeve. But if you want OEM, you want a sleek design, you want better picture quality, it doesn't actually matter. But if you did, the Switch 2 camera is a great choice. But the picture quality doesn't really matter from this camera because it's such a minor thing, isn't it?
It really doesn't matter, no. But if you were playing like Mario Party Jamboree or something and you're wanting 4 people in it, then you probably want to be going towards the Nintendo camera. But
yeah, that's fair.
Again, it doesn't really matter at the end of the day.
Must have Switch 2 accessory. I've actually got it right in front of me. Must have is the Switch 2 Pro controller. You have to buy this. Have to.
Yeah, it's kind of mandatory. It really is. It's that good of a Pro controller. I was a big fan of the original one for the Switch 1 until I got hands-on with the Switch 2 Pro controller. This just absolutely blows it out of the water. It's got a unique, one-piece design. It's actually a 2-piece, but the majority of its body is just one consistent shell. They've done, engineering wonders here with that. But my favorite piece is the joysticks. Yeah,
absolutely joysticks. It's the nicest feeling OEM controller, either standard or Pro controller from any of the manufacturers. I think it's an absolute marvel. And yes, it has what feels like a high price tag attached to it from RRP, but when you actually get it, you realise that it is totally worth it. But if you want to save a little bit of money but still want the Pro controller experience, that's where number 4 comes in the list from our sponsors MOBAPAD and their brand new Chitu 2 Pro controller. And yes, here it is, the MOBAPAD Chitu 2 Pro controller, which is going on pre-order sale on December the 18th. We don't actually have it in hand yet, but let me tell you a little bit about it. It's on paper the perfect Switch 2 Pro controller alternative. If you want that Pro controller feel and all of the great stuff that offers you, but at a slightly more budget price with some cool added specs, then this is definitely one to look at. And we know that we all love MOBAPAD and the stuff they do for the Nintendo systems. It's got HD linear motors for that proper Nintendo rumble. It's got Omron mechanical buttons for that clicky response. But the real super feature here is those joysticks. They're called the Tiamar glide sticks. They're not just Hall effect, but TMR, which we know, I'm not going to bore you with the physics too much, but we know they give you a more precise and smooth feel and use less power than Hall effects. And they've got this new LSR track system, which is their liquid silicone rubber, which sits around the base of the joystick, which gives you that smooth premium feel that we've seen on the Switch 2 Pro Controller as well. They've developed their own version of it, and it is incredible. Zero drift, up to 1,000 hertz polling rate when plugged in, buttery smooth for aiming, arguably the best stick technology on the market right now too. So really, this is an upgrade from the Switch 2 Pro Controller, but what's going to sit at a more competitive price point and from a brand that we absolutely love. It's a bleeding edge controller that we all need for that new hardware. And I'll remind you, pre-orders go live on December the 18th with them shipping on January the 1st. What better way to start the new year with your new Switch 2 than with the new MOBAPAD controller? Hit the link in the description so you can get your pre-orders in, and by doing so you'll be directly supporting what we do at 128KB. And of course, as always, thank you to MOBAPAD for sponsoring this video. Coming back to Nintendo Land on number 5 on the list, it's an accessory that I bought and never used and left it behind me the whole time because I just like how it looks and I'm a wasteful like that. You've actually taken advantage and used it. We're of course talking about the GameCube controller for Nintendo Switch Online.
Oh yes. Yeah, it's amazing.
I love all of these accessories that they bring out. I can't help myself.
Yes.
But this one in particular is like necessity.
Yeah, because they've included GameCube Online, well, with the Nintendo Switch Online expansion pack, you can play these games as they were meant to be played with the official GameCube controller. This is great. It's effectively a new version of the Wavebird, so it's completely wireless and a brand new, redo of the GameCube controller, but it makes playing all the GameCube games that they've been adding to just that much better. For me, for nostalgia, growing up with the GameCube, it was a must-have. So if you're going to play these, I highly recommend that you get this controller for the authentic feel.
It's a full circle accessory because the Switch 2 is Nintendo going back to like GameCube kind of thinking. It feels like the successor of the GameCube in many ways.
Yep, totally agree.
So it's a beautiful kind of full circle accessory. It looks cool. It's actually quite reasonably priced, really, for what you're getting. And it makes, like you say, playing those GameCube games incredible. Although I feel like I'm being dishonest because mine is still in the box. All right, so back to third-party stuff. This is one of your favourite accessories, and it's a really kind of underrated one. The JSAUX Gamecard case.
Yeah, now this thing is really premium. And just to take a sidestep, for my Switch 1, I had so many different game cartridge holders, from little pouches to click-in ones. They always felt cheap, tacky, or they're just fiddly to get in and out. I've got a massive one for all my carts for the Switch 1, and when I open it up, I can't read the names on it. They're literally little pockets. This one, however, is a magnetic case, so it's really easy to open. Each game card slot has rubber outside sort of housing, so you can just press the games in and you can see the whole front of the game perfectly, so you know what game's there, and it fits so many of them as well. It just feels like a next step up compared to anything else on the market that we've seen.
Totally agree. In fact, I've got next to me a Hori one.
Yeah.
Which is one of those kind of cheaper plastic ones, and the difference is night and day. That's not to knock Hori if you decide to get that. It's very cheap, but the JSAUX one is premium. The feeling we all remember from the Switch of those game card cases that are cheaper, it feels like you're going to break the cartridges getting them in and out.
Yeah.
You're gonna snap. You just don't get that with the JSAUX one. It's just nice.
Yeah, it's so good.
Okay, must-have accessory in at number 7. If you're playing handheld, you have to have this, I'm afraid.
Yep.
It is the Satisfye ZenGrip 2, and the case, of course, if you can get that.
Yeah.
But if nothing else, just Satisfye ZenGrip 2. Oh, look at that, beautifully modelled.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Got one right here. This is a must-have. So I really do believe that this is a must-have because it completely accommodates for the asymmetrical design of the joystick layout. So this side is actually a different sort of angle than this side, so that when you put your hands on it, your hands naturally rest on the joysticks, and it just makes playing twin stick shooters or any game actually that much better. It's a complete must have. Without this on, I feel lost now. And the accommodating case for it as well is a need. Like, you kind of have to have that, because otherwise you've got to keep pulling this on and off, and it's kind of frustrating. And it's dockable. So once you've got this on, you never need to take it off, providing you've got the case. So yeah, it's a really, really good bit of kit here. Like, and they've refined it compared to the Switch 1 versions as well.
Yeah, it's a no-brainer. It's not crazy money either, although if you're in Europe, you are importing it from America, so there's like time and shipping and stuff you have to account for.
Sadly,
that's probably the only negative I'd say, but yeah, it's a must-have. I think this next one in at number 8 is a must-have because it absolutely revolutionised how I play my Switch 2, and that is the Savage Raven Matte Screen Protector.
Yes.
Honestly, without this, the glossiness of the screen was starting to bug me. Mm-hmm. With this, it felt like I was playing like a Switch 2 Pro. If that makes sense. It really upgraded the visual experience, made it feel more luxurious and premium, and absolutely got rid of the glare of the lights above me or the sunlight from outside or whatever.
Yeah, I think it completely changes how you can play. It absolutely changes where you can play it as well, because you're not getting bombarded with every reflection. You're not just playing on a piece of glass anymore. It's completely matte, but only enough to stop the reflections. It's not so matte that it kills the image quality. We actually have an entire video comparing gloss versus matte with this exact screen protector. So if you're intrigued by how this works and what it actually does, check out that video as well.
The other thing that it does protect you from, which I underestimated until I had to switch to, was those moments where you get your own reflection and it's staring up your nose.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what I look like?
Definitely protects from that.
It protects from that. And staying in Savage Raven for the ninth and final one on this list, not something that I personally have on my Switch 2, but I know every handheld you're like straight on these. The joystick caps.
Yeah, specifically the concave ones. Sorry, the convex ones. The ones that like bulb outwards. So it's kind of like half a dome on the top. Gives you better range of motion. But the one thing that really stunned me is they have perfectly color matched the rubber on the tops of these to the actual blue and kind of weird salmon orange that's on the Switch, colors. So it sits right at home on there, but they do other colors as well, and you can get just black if you prefer as well. But it really changes how you can play games because it increases your accuracy, because the joysticks are so small on the Joy-Cons. This raises them up a bit, just gives them a bit more range of motion there, and it just makes it a better experience all around, and it protects your Joy-Cons as well.
I love it because as you're saying that, I can see them behind you. You're playing Switch 2 handheld.
Just there.
Actually
over there.
I can actually see that the left thumbstick. The colour matching's insane. That really blew me away.
Yes.
It doesn't have that Mad Catz feel to it, some third-party nonsense. No. They are incredible. I've not got them on my Switch 2, but it's definitely something to consider of essentials accessories. But, of course, there'll be some of you that have already had your Switch 2 for ages and will have accessories that you love that aren't on this list. Let us know what they are to help everyone else out down in the comments down below. If we can all help each other out this time of year, that's a lovely thing. And if we have helped you, also let us know if you've just got your Switch 2 and you're excited by it and you're going to get some of these. Let us know down in the comments down below. Whilst you're down there, also like the video, subscribe for more handheld gaming and Switch 2 content. And what else should they do, Andy?
Yeah, go and check out all of our other Switch 2 videos, because there is a lot on the channel as well. And also become a member and you get to chat to us on our private Discord.
Love it. So we'll see you next time.
Bye.